What's up guys, it's me Vlad, and today we're going to talk about a pretty interesting topic, and it is about Apple Vision Pro. It feels like Apple Vision Pro just came out yesterday and everyone seemed to forget about it. As you guys may see, it's a pretty actual weird kind of scenario that I never actually thought would happen, because even on Apple, the Apple Vision Pro advertisements are the two most popular videos, with 65 million for the initial announcement and 8 months ago 40 million views, and no one yet talks about this. Everyone just went ahead, made their own videos about the headset, as you guys can see, and Marquez Brownlee with 27 million views, which I'm pretty sure is one of his most popular videos on his channel as well. Yeah, as you guys can see, this is a YouTube original which YouTube promoted heavily, but as you guys can see, everyone made videos, they got millions upon millions of views, and now no one really talks about it, no one really mentions it. And even if you go to like eBay, at first when they started selling the Apple Vision Pro, these actual things were very difficult to get during pre-orders, during everything. They actually sold pretty well. Initially they sold, I believe, almost 100,000 units, and people were like kind of mad that they're out of stock and stuff like this. But now they're selling below the actual price on eBay, as you guys can see over here. What has happened today I'm going to cover in the video, because I think there is a range of problems that this actual headset faced. And what I didn't tell you guys is that I actually owned Apple Vision Pro. I actually used it. I actually played on it. I did a whole range of videos playing different games, trying it out, unboxing it. As you guys can see, I have a dedicated full-on video of me just showcasing like the unboxing experience. And to be fair, the unboxing experience, everything was pleasant. It came in this nice kind of case over here, but you know, I think that the actual problem with this headset is not really surface level. I think it's rooted deep into it, man. It's not something that you can fix like at once, man. And I wouldn't even say that it's necessarily the price. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, the headset is $3,500, so I was able to afford it because I have a YouTube channel, obviously, like to showcase to you guys. I pretty much showcase almost every headset that I like buy to you guys. Like here I showcase the Quest Pro, I have a video showcasing the Quest 3, the Quest 2, me unboxing all of the headsets. And I've previously had it like PSVR 1, like I pretty much had almost every headset that was out there, so I can kind of like manage around these topics with some knowledge and some personal experience. And there were some things that were wrong with the headset, similarly to what was wrong with the Meta Quest Pro, because if you guys know, Meta Quest Pro actually came out with a price at $1,500, and later they actually reduced it to $1,000, and now the Quest Pro is actually being discontinued a year later after it came out. And it has pretty much the same damn near problems as the actual pretty much Apple Vision Pro, and I'm going to cover and tell you guys about them pretty much right now. So let's get started. The first thing, obviously, as I've said before, it's the price. The price is kind of crazy, $3,500. People were pretty much kind of like joking around about it. We have seen people walking around with it like first days when it came out, but that price point really puts the headset at the level that the average person cannot really respect or, you know what I'm saying, use in general. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, this is some kind of a rich kind of like toy that is there for either YouTubers or rich people that is out there, man. And like we have seen plenty of like popular celebrities using this for the first month, like even Travis Scott, like Heisenat, whatever, everybody used it for a month and then everyone forgot about it. And that dwells us into the second problem. The second problem really involves the design of the headset, because the headset is really Apple-like. And that is the essential problem of this headset as well as the Quest Pro. Because if you guys ever worn a VR, you might know that the VR is a pretty hefty piece of tech. It's essentially like a brick that you're wearing on your face. And usually the actual headset is using some kind of like plastic materials, maybe a little like glass covers for cameras, but most of it is plastic, you know what I'm saying? Like we have the lenses and everything besides this plastic, lightweight materials. But you guys might know that the actual design of the Quest Pro and the actual Apple Vision Pro revolves around like aluminum materials. The front panel is really nice. It's really premium. It's made out of glass, but that kind of dwells us into the next problem. The actual headset, I mean, how do I tell this to y'all? It's not really comfortable to wear. Like the first strap that you get, it looks cool. It looks presentable, marketable. But when you wear it, it actually doesn't sit on your face. It like, you pretty much just tie it around like your head and it just like, it leads onto your nose. So all of the pressure goes onto your nose. It's uncomfortable to wear. So like pretty much the main problem is that it's uncomfortable to wear. And in addition to that, you have this battery strap pack that like is there for pretty much just battery. And it's not that it's like pretty small. It's a pretty hefty piece of tech. It's like probably bigger than an iPhone like 15 Pro or 16 Pro or whatever, man. Like it's approximately like Pro Max / Pro range. Like, and it's like heavier than an iPhone, I would say. I mean, like the whole just piece of tech is really bulky, really expensive, and no one really seemed to care about it after the first kind of piece of hype that happened. Like people, I mean, like people make a video about it, like, oh man, like 1 month later, 6 months later, but like no one really like showcases them using the headset. We actually have a Vision OS 2 that came out, and I mean, some of the main fundamental problems with this headset haven't been fixed. So one of the main concerns with this headset were that, for example, like this headset's mainly made for productivity, but personally I would say it's made for like actual application development happening, like, but that's my own opinion. But mainline pipeline, pretty much advertisement and everything that was with it was that like it's so great, you can use it pretty much at anything you do. You can connect to your Mac at one pretty much look on it and just one tap. It's so nice, but people looked at it and said that that's all nice, you know what I'm saying? But you only get one screen when working with Mac. So fundamentally, you're buying a Mac, you're buying an Apple Vision Pro, that's turning into like $5,000 approximately. And I used it. I actually used it. It was pretty nice. I think I had it in one of my videos, just me kind of like going around and using it with the actual Mac. Oh, actually, this is a video of me. I'm playing some games, I'm playing some apps. But to be fair, it only featured one screen. Everyone that wore it, everyone that didn't wear it was complaining about one screen and limitation, because you guys might know that the Quest 3 you can connect using something like virtual desktop or the actual built-in whatever desktop experience in it, and you can actually get up to like 3 screens, I believe, 3 to 4 screens, and work on them. You couldn't do that on Apple Vision Pro, which is a higher end headset. And I think, I don't know. I think the headset just came out too late, man, in my personal opinion, because at the time that this headset came out, we already had pretty much the Quest 3 that featured pancake lenses, the same lenses that were in the Apple Vision Pro. We already had the Quest Pro, which was the pretty much headset with the actual eye tracking and everything, which to be fair was worse. I had the Quest Pro. The Quest Pro didn't use hand or eye tracking for anything like the Apple Vision Pro did, so I'm gonna give the Apple Vision Pro some props for that. But to be fair, the main problem with this headset, I would say that it's just ergonomics, man. It's ergonomics, the price, and without those things, like, you can't really justify buying it or using it for prolonged experiences. Like, generally, I actually try to use this headset like multiple videos of people walking around in the streets. I didn't go out in the streets with it, but I actually tried going around trying to actually eat in it and watch some kind of a movie like that advertised, and it's really bulky. It's I don't know, it's kind of like an experience that you test one time. It's kind of cool, but like, you just forget about it later on, and it's not something that is useful to yourself. And it's not something that really, it's a cool thing, obviously, but it's not something that you need. And that kind of leads us to our next thing, man. There is no real kind of demand for this. It's obviously a cool tech, you know what I'm saying, futuristic device. But really, you know what I'm saying, it had spatial videos, which was a new technology, but later got introduced on the Quest 3. It had brand new technologies, eye tracking, whatever. But all of those things are kind of unneeded currently. You know what I'm saying? The current state that we have VR right now, VR is mainly made for gaming. I would say though, the actual standout feature that I feel like no one really gave credit to Apple Vision Pro was actually their screens. Because once I actually used the screens to watch movies, I was even thinking of keeping the headset. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I returned the headset. Obviously, I returned my Meta Quest 3 after I bought it because it was also uncomfortable. It used glass. It was bulky. I just didn't like the design. It just sat on your forehead. After a while, my forehead hurt. And I'm not gonna lie, the actual Apple Vision Pro was more comfortable with the second strap. And it had really, really great movie watching experience. I actually really liked it. You could pull up a big screen. It was really nice. Although some things were janky, like eye tracking, making sure the screen is at the right place and not just moving a little. Maybe that got fixed right now. But yeah, I mean, besides that, I wouldn't really use the headset for anything else. It wasn't that much more comfortable to use my Mac with it, really, because it only provided one screen. I understand if it was two screens, but the actual problem with it was that actual Apple, I believe, and people said that it wasn't powerful enough to use two screens, which was really weird because it used an M2 chip, which was pretty powerful. It played games even on Mac, and although you have all of these cameras, all these sensors, I mean, they could have just lowered the resolution to 1080p and just gave you an option to select two screens. That would be much better. But at that point, we already have the Quest 3, which can actually do that with the actual Windows computers. It can actually connect to everything. During the recent Meta Connect announcement, if you guys have seen, pretty much most of the features that the actual Quest Pro had were kind of solved with the new updates on the Quest 3. The spatial video was cool. It was a cool feature that was advertised by the actual marketing team a lot, but that got added to the Quest 3. The Quest 3 has more apps. It has more games, and I believe over actually somewhere over here. I believe they showcased them just connecting. So the Quest 3 and Quest 3S are going to be able to connect to the computer just like the actual, as you guys can see by looking at it. This is going to be available for more computers. So Windows 11 computers, you're going to be able to look on it, boom, and actually a screen is going to appear. So the same feature that the actual Apple Vision Pro used. To be fair, you know what I'm saying, the Apple Vision Pro, it had better experience with the actual mixed reality, I'm gonna say that, but it wasn't $3,500 better. The actual, when I actually put it on, like, I've heard people say that, oh man, you know what I'm saying, the camera pass-through was so good, it was so nice. And when I first tried it in the store, because before I actually got my headset, I tried it in the store, I was quite disappointed. Because how do I say this? When you put the headset on, like, everything looks pretty, like, crisp, like, pretty sharp, I would say. But most of the, bro, what is with my hair? Most of the actual, like, colors are very, very much kind of dimmed. Like, so when you put it on, it feels like you're just, like, looking through some kind of, like, light sunglasses, I would say. And that's because I believe the headset, it didn't do 100% RGB accuracy. Like, I don't know if that's even possible on such screens, although it featured like beautiful LED screens, you know, which was really nice. That's why the movie watching experience was really nice. But I mean, yo, like I was trying to find a reason to actually keep the headset to myself. Like, figuratively speaking, technically this was a headset that I bought to showcase on YouTube, and mainly speaking, like, I could have just used it under my, like, tax deductions like many other YouTubers do, but I didn't find a reason to keep it necessarily. Like, I really loved the movie watching experience, but everything besides that, like the gaming part, like we had a lot of games. I actually bought the subscription. I got the TV Plus subscription for free, and I had the actual subscription to play games on Apple Arcade. And we had the Jetpack Joyride game, which was cool. Like, you could interact with the, like, environment and stuff, but it wasn't even 3D. Like, you guys can see that this game was 2D. Then we had this game, which is made by Gang Beast developers, which was like a cool experience, like, for a but like it's more like a demo experience. It didn't really do much. We had Synth Riders, which was already an existing game on the Quest, and this game, it didn't feature as many tracks. It didn't, like, you couldn't mod it necessarily. You couldn't get the extra tracks, and plus you were stuck with hand tracking. There are no controllers that you can get. Like, the Lego Builder's Journey was cool. Like, this game was actually really cool, I would say that. But this game is also on the Quest. Or actually, yeah, I think Lego Brick Tales is on the Quest 3 at this point. And, like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Like, besides movie watching experience, like, even for work, like, you could pull up a bunch of screens. Like, that was the main kind of, like, pretty much its standout feature. But now Quest 3 actually added pretty much the same damn feature for only $500. You can actually get the Quest 3. And the actual Quest 3S is pretty much going to have the same damn features besides the pancake lenses, and the screens are going to be just the same ones from the Quest 2, but it's going to feature all of the games, all of the apps, and everything. And I just didn't feel like Apple was as invested into the VR space as the Quest 3. Like, the Quest 3 was crazy. For the price that you got, like, it directly replaced the actual Quest Pro. Like, there was zero reason to buy the Quest Pro besides eye tracking after the Quest 3 release. Like, the controllers, although the Quest Pro controllers were self-tracked, the Quest Plus controllers on this headset were actually better. Like, I'm gonna say that straight up. Like, these controllers often mess up. Like, the actual, I mean, the build quality was nice on this headset, but it kind of, like, it just wasn't comfortable for me. The pancake lenses were nice, but the same ones were added on Quest 3, and the screen on the Quest 3 is better, and plus the actual CPU processor is better. So this is technically just outdated tech, and essentially this is what the Apple Vision Pro is at this current point. Besides all of the actual, like, pretty much design kind of like flaws, I would say, with like it being so heavy, it being so like I kind of don't emphasize that much. Like you guys don't understand how heavy this is. Like, this device is heavier than the Quest 2, the Quest 3, and the Quest Pro. Like when you actually have it on your head, like the only thing you can really do is like lay on the bed, and even then it gets really uncomfortable. Bro, I need to get a haircut, I'm telling y'all. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Just wanted to yap about this because I find this really weird that like the actual piece of tech just like disappeared from the news sources, anything, man. Like, nobody even talked about the actual Vision OS, man, like 2.0. One YouTuber I've seen, like, I think this one talking about it, the Vision OS 2. And I would say that the avatars are nice though. The avatars when you're talking to whatever, like on the FaceTime, but no one is gonna use that like currently, really, because it's very uncanny. I think that the headset is more like a dev kit that should have been and should have stayed the dev kit, in my opinion, personally. But I guess that's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? If you have different thoughts, let them in the comments, man. You know, maybe there are gonna be a lot of Apple Vision Pro fans in the comments. You know, as I said, like, Apple Vision Pro was revolutionary in two things: the actual screens and the actual the controls. I would say the controls were crazy, like because it was something that never was done before. But looking at the Meta Connect event, like recently, like we have a Quest 3S coming out with the same window features, with pretty much the same damn near like 3D spatial videos, whatever gimmicks, for $299, $300, my mans. The actual, know what I'm saying, I think the piece of Marvel that was actually introduced on this Meta Connect is obviously the Orion. Like, you guys can see that this pair of glasses is essentially Apple Vision Pro. It features eye tracking, features hand tracking, it features the actual wrist neurological bands or whatever. And I think this is what the actual like Apple Vision Pro should have stayed at. They are not selling these glasses. They're still improving them, making them smaller, making them better. Like, they actually have kind of similar style to the battery, what they call like a puck or whatever, but that's wireless. It does the computing power, and pretty much the glasses themselves are just like a standalone unit that features like pretty much like, you guys can see AI, everything. Everything is on the headset, man. So, like, or actually, this is not a headset. This is, like, even glasses. Maybe, like, it's still kind of big, so it's a headset. But I'm kind of excited about the future because the technology is getting cheaper. Thank you to Meta and everybody, you know what I'm saying, who's developing in this technology. But actually, you know what I'm saying, Apple Vision Pro, we shouldn't really blame Apple. Because, to be fair, Apple, once they invested in this industry, this only made the Quest lineup better. Like, all of the features from the actual Apple Vision Pro are getting carried over to the Quest 3, the Quest Pro, the Quest, just the lineup in general. And I think that's kind of crazy because the Quest is like actually a great value nowadays with all of the games that are on there, with all of the updates and all of the pretty much investments that have been happening. But that's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments. See you guys later. I'm out. I just had to talk about some, so I decided to talk about this because, like, yo, my videos about Apple Vision Pro and the Quest Pro and whatever didn't do that well. I may actually make a compilation of all of the headsets that I previously played on. That would be kind of fire though. So I may see how that goes. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. Have a great day. See you guys later. I'm out. Bye bye. Peace out. See you.